Let's get started. Start with listening, and then learn new words and practice them in sentences.
Have you ever wondered how much we can learn from a simple story? Stories, as it turns out, are not just mere tales spun for our amusement. They are the threads that weave together the tapestry of human wisdom, the wellspring from which we draw countless life lessons. They're the mirrors that reflect our triumphs, our follies, our dreams, and our deepest fears. In every story, there is a lesson waiting to be unraveled, a moral waiting to be discovered, a truth waiting to be unveiled. Each narrative, whether drawn from the annals of history, the realm of literature, or the canvas of contemporary life, is a treasure trove of wisdom and insight. It's like a multi-layered cake. The more you dig in, the more flavors you uncover. Today, we're embarking on an exploration of these profound stories, a journey that will whisk us across time, space, and the human condition. We'll delve deep into narratives that echo with themes of resilience, empathy, integrity, and personal growth. We'll dissect these stories, peeling back the layers to reveal the deeper moral and ethical implications hidden beneath the surface. In addition to gaining a deeper understanding of these themes, you'll also be introduced to advanced vocabulary and expressions related to them. To ensure that these new terms and expressions stick, comprehension exercises will be provided to reinforce understanding, and it doesn't stop there. We'll prod your mind with discussion prompts and writing exercises, encouraging you to reflect on your own experiences and articulate the lessons you've gleaned. By the end of our journey, you'll be equipped with the language and insight to discuss complex moral and philosophical ideas, enhancing not just your linguistic prowess, but also your critical thinking skills. Now let's get the ball rolling. Our first story is a poignant tale that sheds light on the intrinsic value of integrity. It's a tale that underscores the timeless wisdom that honesty, even in the face of adversity, is the best policy. Stay tuned as we delve into our first story. Our first story is all about integrity, a quality that is often overlooked. Let's delve into a tale of a humble farmer named John, living in a small village. John was known for his unwavering honesty, a beacon of integrity in his community. The village was facing a harsh drought, the wells were drying up, and the fields lay barren. Yet John's well was the only one that still held water. Many speculated he had found a secret water source, but John only shrugged, attributing it to his good fortune. One day, a wealthy landowner named Mr. Henderson approached John with a lucrative offer to buy his well. Tempted by the promise of financial security, John could have easily accepted. But he knew the well was drying up too. To sell it under false pretenses would be a betrayal of his integrity. So he refused, revealing the truth about the well's condition. The village was buzzing with the news. Some deemed John a fool for rejecting the wealthy offer, but others admired his moral courage, his steadfast adherence to the principles of honesty and fairness. This is where we introduce the term moral courage, an advanced expression related to integrity. It refers to the strength one possesses to follow their moral compass, even when it's challenging. Days turned into weeks, and the drought persisted. Yet, John's well miraculously continued to provide water. It was as if the well respected John's integrity and rewarded him. The villagers, humbled by John's example, started to value integrity more than wealth or status. They realized that integrity was not just about honesty, but also about loyalty, fairness, and self-respect. In this story, John's integrity was his moral compass, guiding him through a difficult decision. It was not about what he did, but who he was. It was about being true to himself and his values, even when it was not easy or profitable. John's story teaches us that integrity is a virtue that goes beyond honesty. It's about having the moral courage to stand by your principles, even when they're tested. As we can see, integrity is not just about doing the right thing. It's about being the right kind of person. Our next story explores the power of empathy, a trait that can transform relationships. Let's journey into the heart of a tale that beautifully illustrates the transformative power of empathy. Our characters are two individuals from vastly different walks of life. One is a successful business tycoon, seemingly untouched by hardship. The other, a woman who has weathered life's storms and emerged stronger, but not without her share of scars. Their paths cross in an unexpected turn of events, and what begins as a casual encounter soon evolves into a profound lesson in understanding and compassion. The tycoon, initially dismissive of the woman's struggles, begins to see the world through her eyes. The experience is a revelation, a window into a reality he had never considered. This is where we encounter a beautiful demonstration of empathy, a term derived from the Greek empatheia, meaning feeling into. It's the ability to step into someone else's shoes to understand their feelings and to validate their experiences. As the story unfolds, the tycoon's perspective shifts dramatically. He starts to comprehend the hardships faced by the woman, and this newfound understanding stirs a deep sense of compassion within him. This is the essence of empathy. It's not just about recognizing someone else's struggles, but also responding to them with kindness and understanding. In this narrative, the tycoon's transformation underscores the transformative nature of empathy. It's not just about altering one's own perspective, but also about influencing the lives of others in positive, meaningful ways. Empathy can bridge gaps, foster connection, and promote a sense of shared humanity. So let's delve deeper into the vocabulary of empathy. Words like compassion, understanding, validation, and shared humanity are key to expressing the nuances of empathetic interactions. They help us articulate the emotional journey of walking a mile in someone else's shoes, and the profound impact it can have on our relationships and worldview. The gift of understanding others' feelings is truly a powerful tool for connection. And as our story so vividly illustrates, empathy can indeed be a transformative force, capable of changing hearts, minds, and ultimately, the world. We've journeyed through two powerful stories, but what have we learned? We dove into the depths of integrity, discovering its value through the lens of our first narrative. We learned that integrity is more than just honesty. It's a steadfast adherence to a strict moral or ethical code. It's about being true to ourselves, even when no one is watching. It's a quality that, once lost, can be hard to regain. It's a virtue that shapes our character and dictates how we interact with the world around us. Our second tale took us on a journey of empathy, teaching us the transformative power of understanding and sharing the feelings of others. Empathy, we found, is a bridge that connects us, a tool that allows us to see the world through another's eyes. It fosters compassion, encourages kindness, and helps us to navigate our relationships with sensitivity and respect. As we reflect on these stories, let's also look inward and consider our own experiences. What lessons have we learned from our triumphs and failures? How have we demonstrated integrity and empathy in our own lives? How have these qualities shaped our interactions and relationships? Now, to test your comprehension and vocabulary acquisition, let's try a brief exercise. Think of a situation where you displayed integrity or empathy. How did it make you feel? How did it impact the people around you? Then describe this situation using some of the advanced vocabulary and expressions we've covered today. As you pen down your thoughts, remember, there are no right or wrong answers. This is about reflection and understanding, not judgment. It's about learning from our experiences and growing as individuals. In conclusion, the tales we've explored today serve as reminders that every story, every experience is a potential teacher. They underscore the importance of leading lives marked by integrity and empathy, and they remind us that these virtues are not just ideals to aspire to, but practical tools that can guide our everyday decisions and interactions. Remember, every story has a lesson. It's up to us to find it.
Let's learn new words and practice English at level C1. Epiphany. Epiphany, a moment of sudden and great revelation or realization. Example, the protagonist experienced an epiphany that changed his outlook on life and set him on a new path. Resilience. Resilience, the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties, toughness. Example, stories that highlight resilience often teach valuable lessons about the strength required to overcome life's challenges. Wisdom. Wisdom, the quality of having experience, knowledge, and good judgment, the quality of being wise. Example, wisdom is a common takeaway in stories with life lessons, offering insights gained through experiences rather than theoretical knowledge. Redemption. Redemption, the action of saving or being saved from sin, error, or evil. Example, redemption is a powerful theme in literature, where characters find forgiveness or make amends for past mistakes. Introspection. Introspection, the examination or observation of one's own mental and emotional processes. Example, introspection is often depicted in narratives as a crucial step toward personal growth and understanding. Moral dilemma. Moral dilemma, a situation in which a difficult choice has to be made between two or more alternatives, especially equally undesirable ones. Example, moral dilemmas drive the plot in many meaningful stories, forcing characters to make tough decisions that reflect their values. Self-discovery. Self-discovery, the process of gaining understanding of one's own motives, desires, and character. Example, many life lesson stories revolve around a journey of self-discovery where the protagonist learns about their true self. Altruism. Altruism, the belief in or practice of disinterested and selfless concern for the well-being of others. Example, altruism often emerges as a theme in stories that impart life lessons about the importance of helping and caring for others.